lot of are the crew immediately in front of us on the Buckinghamshire station, closest to the island. It's their A crew in junior boys quads, and they are racing. Well, it's a real test today against the really fast, slick crew from Maidenhead, just downriver on the left of your picture on the Berkshire station.
I thought that Maidenhead crew looked brilliant yesterday when they beat Westminster, really classy, so it'll be interesting to see how far Tideway Scullers can push them. I think they're already looking a bit slicker out of the start in the Maidenhead crew. Both crews, really good clean start, good steering, actually better in Tideway Scullers steering wise now than a little adjustment going on there in the Maidenhead crew, but good clean start from both, really powerful, both got really good kind of technique. We can see a little bit more slickness already starting to tell in the Maidenhead crew.
Yes, the Maidenhead crew coached by Katerina Kleshneva, who's the mother of the stroke man Victor, and Valery Kleshnev has done so much with the sort of telemetry, the pressures on the blades and getting the false time curves that he does for so many different crews. And these scullers have been going head-to-head. Victor Kleshnev's one of the fastest British scullers. The stroke of the Tideway Scullers School, Lawrence Joss, won the November trials, and they'll be going to the junior trials. These scullers, we'll get a closer look at them.
Yeah, I think his father rode for the Russian team back in the day as well and won medals, I believe. But biomechanics is now a kind of really common, essential part of training to make sure you're making those force curves, those power curves in the water as effective as possible. And we're seeing that. You see again, that really strong upright style, the body's opening together. So when you build that acceleration, when the legs drive open the bodies, it's happening at the same time in the Maidenhead crew.
So Tideway Scullers, really fast, really strong quad, coached by Chris Williams, who's done so much for junior rowing on that programme. As the crews go away to us in the enclosures, they've got an awful lot of work on their hands, the crew, with the yellow and red blades, distinctive colours of Tideway Scullers against the boys from Maidenhead, who have really been brought to a pitch by their coach Katerina Kleshneva, mother of the stroke man Victor.
Yeah, I mean, they're not able to wind down at all. Let's be clear that Tideway Scullers are pushing them. They're staying up there. They're kind of racing, really taking the race to them. So it's not that they can wind down like we've seen in some of the other races, but I think they're in control.
So name check for the Maidenhead boys: Harrison Rowe, Eduardo Marshall, Elliot Kemp, Victor Kleshnev. And there's the Scullers boys, stroked Lawrence Joss, the fast junior sculler, trying to do the best with his crew, Cam Christie, Marcus Jonas and Luke Hatland Dunn in the bows. We're looking at his back there. Just a name check for Lawrence Joss. He goes to my old school, Cardinal Vaughan, and the rowing programme started a long time ago there by my dad, Pat Cross, whose name was on the multiboat that just lost in the Britannia Challenge Cup the other day. So it's a real pleasure for me to be able to commentate on this race with such fantastic junior scullers, and the quality is so high.
They haven't let up at all in that Tideway crew. They're lifting it again. They're really sort of making sure the Maidenhead crew have got to work for it. I mean, it is not being given to them.
I love the looks across from Luke Hatland Dunn. He'll be shouting. They want to know if there's a worth it making the final sprint, and there's about 250 metres to go. That's about 50 seconds of sculling. Jack Beaumont is the name on that Maidenhead boat. Maidenhead, of course, the club of Jack Beaumont, who's in the British junior quad that won in Poznan, went to the Olympics last year. What an inspiration. And that is a disaster. Oh my God, they're going to lose the race unless they do something. My goodness, what happened there, Kath?
Crab. It was a crab on his right blade, but actually they've recovered it, and they're having a massive adrenaline shot as a result of that that's enabled them to sprint through, and they will make it.
Well, that was so exciting. Maidenhead nearly lost that race. I saw that Germany lose nearly the 2011 World Championship when Lawrence Schoof, the three-man, caught a crab on the line. Australia went through to win. But in this race, Tideway Scullers couldn't quite capitalise. They weren't quite close enough. But you see, he lost his blade there, the Maidenhead three-man, Elliot Kemp, and it had disaster written all over it. And, well, my voice jumped. You jumped, I think, too, Kath.
He did a great job of getting it back, actually, because it was really tough. It took him 2 or 3 strokes. He wasn't able to get the blade back, so he did a good job.
Well, Jack Beaumont will no doubt have words to say to his young club mates. Keep your head in the boat. Maidenhead beat Tideway Scullers.